Good for Wolf, good for Parekh, good for most of that team, honestly. This was typical of the Flames at home. I'm Jake, I can't skate, and this is a Flames hockey game day recap. The penultimate Flames hockey game day recap for this season. Good guys lose 3-1, but really 2-1 to the Colorado Avalanche. Flames deserve better here, especially in the first half of the game. Second half of the game, Wolfie had to carry them a bit, but for the first half of the game, the Flames were right with the Avs, and honestly could have been ahead. Once again, Zane Parekh looks like the cornerstone of the defense, and Abram Wiebe looked like Abram Wiebe from North Dakota. They really shined. Like, in the first period, Zane Parekh springs Matvey Gritton on an absolute beauty of a pass. He's got such great passing vision, it's incredible to see. Gritton can't finish off this particular chance. Not used to saying that. And then later in the first, about 9 minutes in on the power play, off of one faceoff, he walks the Colorado defense and pings it off the crossbar. Zane Parekh was a dominant player in the first period of this game. But it wasn't just him. It was also guys like Idar Suniev, who had a partial break in on Blackwood in the first 2 minutes of the game and got absolutely robbed. Wolf had to make some great saves in the first two. It should not have been a 0-0 game after one, but it was. And the Flames keep working, and they keep pushing, and eventually their hard work gets rewarded. Off of one face-off, it's actually Michael Backlund with a point shot with Blake Coleman working for position in front of the net, and he actually gets knocked over, but in the process of getting knocked over, still has the presence of mind to angle his stick blade such that he deflects the Backlund point shot from something basically along the ice into the top corner. Blackwood has no chance. It's a bit of a nothing play, but the Flames get rewarded, and it's 1-0. I gotta give props to Blake Coleman. He was all over this game. He could have had a hat trick, and instead he finally hits 20 goals. He's been sitting right at 19 for the last several games he's been in and generating chances, not getting rewarded, and he finally does. And it's an excellent hand-eye play to give the Flames the lead. Unfortunately, as good as Zane Parekh was in this game, and he was excellent, the Colorado Avalanche also have somebody who can do those wonderful offensive things, and that's Cale Makar. And on the Avalanche first goal, he is the entire reason the play happens. So Sam Malinsky's in the neutral zone, circling in, because the Avs are offside. He ends up getting it to Makar on the sideboards right around the blue line. Makar muscles his way past the defense, enters the zone, and instead of stopping up and waiting for a pass, he goes in deeper, waits for a seam to open up, as they often do against the Flames, and makes a seam pass, and Arturi Lehkonen benefits from all Cale Makar's hard work, deflects the pass past Dustin Wolf, and the game's tied. And then the Flames are underwater for a while. They were underwater for about a minute before the goal, maybe 2. You could really see the momentum shift when the Flames took the lead. Like, the President's Trophy winners were like, really? We're losing to these guys? And then they flipped the switch a little bit. Now, we stayed with them much better than that awful 9-2 game. There was still clearly a difference, even with the Avalanche resting guys and Nazem Kadri nursing an injury. Which, by the way, well done, Calgary, for properly saluting Nazem Kadri, who came out in his street clothes and got a great ovation from the Dome. That was wonderful to see. And then we get into goalie duel territory for the rest of the game. Blackwood stopping rushes for the Flames, including Coleman having a couple extra chances to give the Flames the lead. Joel Farabee had a couple looks. Haidar Suniev should have had his first goal yesterday. Tyson Gross, short-handed, had a breakaway. Stopped by Blackwood. Dustin Wolf, equally impressive. The Flames gave up too many rush chances, but the Avs were just not able to beat him laterally yesterday. It just was not working. He was anticipating the plays so well. It was fun to watch. And that even included an Avalanche 5-on-3 that the Flames were able to kill off. And so the clock's ticking down, and the clock's ticking down, and it's 1-1, and it shouldn't be. Both teams should probably have 2 or 3 goals at least. And I know for a fact online several of you were already congratulating the Rangers on their 3rd best odds to win the draft lottery. And time's ticking down, and Wolf is making wonderful saves. The Flames get the odd bout of pressure. And then, much like the Coleman goal, it's simply a one face-off. He throws it over to former Flame Brett Kulak, who just filters her shot through, and Gabe Landeskog deflects it beautifully past Wolf into the opposite top corner. The Avalanche take the lead, and the Flames press a little with the empty net. They get a couple of looks. The puck just wouldn't bounce for them at the end of this game. And then Nathan McKinnon throws in his 53rd, and it's a 3rd assist for Cale Makar. He was dynamic in this game. He's the one that pulled the Avalanche through to a win. And the Flames ensure they will have at least the 4th best odds in the draft lottery. They can move up to 3rd depending on the results of the Ranger game today and our final home game of the season on Thursday against the Los Angeles Kings. We're gonna get a high pick. How high, we shall see. But the thing I'm the most proud of with this team, especially at home, is that they will give everything to try and win. This season has proven, especially on the road, that they're not always going to win, but they will almost always give you an honest effort. And especially with as young a roster as we are fielding at the moment, I think that's incredibly important. That says nothing but good things for the future of this team. whoever we pick in the draft. Let me know what you thought of this game. Let me know what you think of the Flames youth movement. Start letting me know who you think you'd pick in the draft. Say if we don't move up and that pick is 3 or 4. Because we all know if we're in the top 2, that's going to be Stenberg or McKenna. But let me know who you take if we end up in the 3 or 4 range. Do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, be proud and go Flames.